A horror movie, there really wasn't a lot of horror in it. Sure, a few people get killed here and there, but nothing really scary happens in it. Eli and Mike get in a quick fight. Eli kills Mike. And then, you know, that's it. Just kind of like, oh shit, Eli killed Mike. They're really going crazy in this house now. And then there's like this sort of intense scene with Eli. He's about to bury a body of his girlfriend that killed herself because she couldn't deal with him killing somebody. And he's like chopping her body up and stuff too. And then we get a pretty intense scene. Well, not that intense, but it's kind of intense, and it makes more sense later in the movie, because the movie actually opens up with that scene. Anyway, in this movie, if you leave the house, you always come back to the house, and you always end up in the attic, unless all five of you leave. And if all five of you leave, one goes in the bathroom, one goes in the attic, one goes on top of a bed, one goes under the bed, and then one goes in the basement. There's also unlimited beer and corn, plus the food that's outside, like the wild mushrooms growing. Like, you just take 4 beers out of the fridge, close the fridge, you got 4 more in there again. It was a pretty interesting concept, but it was just executed so poorly. Now back to the sort of intense scene. Like I already said, if you leave the house, you go in the attic. So when the guy's burying the body, he runs to the forest, so he'll teleport back to the house and be in the attic. So they're like, oh shit, we gotta block the attic off. And it's too late because he's already in the house. But literally nothing happens from that scene, because we just see them both sitting on the couch, not even tied up or anything. And he's crying and talking about how he didn't mean to do it, and this cabin changes people. And for some reason this cabin doesn't want you to have Wi-Fi, and it gives you Wi-Fi if you don't pay the bill. Because the movie ends with it saying, oh shit, you're overdue. You haven't paid $430, so your cabin thing has been suspended. And then she gets a bunch of missed text from friends and mom and dad. And then she's able to leave, and that's how the movie ends. So you get Wi-Fi if you lose shit for some reason. Then on top of that, like I already said, it really isn't a horror movie. The closest we get to it being horror is like when there's about 20 minutes left, and her friend Rachel's kind of going crazy, and she killed Eli while he was sleeping. And then we get a few creepy scenes with her. But then we get like a very short chase scene. And Anna, I think that was her name, just kind of talks her way out of getting killed by Rachel. Then they sleep on the ground that night. Then after that, they wake up and they're like, let's go back to the cabin, I'm gonna take a shower. For whatever reason, Rachel decides to go the lazy way and wants to, get thrown in the attic. So she goes the way to the, way too far to the attic. So she'll teleport into the attic because, you can't leave the house. And earlier, Anna set up a trap, so she dies. This really wasn't that good of a movie. It was kind of entertaining, but nothing really happened. So I don't recommend it.